Hello and welcome to Offstage. I'm your host Michelle Wozniak and our guest today is Confuse a Cat. Hello, Confuse a Cat.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Hi. How many takes has this been now?
Oh, this has been about 3 takes.
Good. Okay, let's tell everybody your names, starting down over here, and what your position is, what you do.
I'm Kathy. I'm sitting on a couch right now, and I play guitar.
I'm Jim. I'm the shortstop, and I play guitar and sing.
I'm Jenny. I play bass.
Dave, I play drums.
God, no one has any last names. Okay.
These are our stage names.
Oh, stage names only. Okay, let's see. First things first. Where did you get the name Confuse a Cat? You were voted by Detroit Monthly as having one of the most unique names for bands. Where did you get this name from?
It's a Monty Python skit.
Monty Python?
Yeah.
And who? You were watching something
Jen,
you thought,
you
oh my
came up
God,
with
that's
it, didn't you?
new.
Oh, I don't know. We were just trying to find a name, and I don't know.
Apparently Jenny saw
I
it.
saw it.
So now, do you guys like cats? Now, you're allergic to cats, right?
Yeah, I'm very allergic to cats. I get violently ill. I was hospitalized.
Do you get like hives and everything?
I get hives and I get really nauseous too.
It's the way we
actually.
torture them as we get cats.
Yeah, if I'm bad or something.
So when you're performing on stage, you prefer that people not like
Throw
throw
cats.
cats.
Right, we asked them to no cat juggling.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay, how long has the band been together?
About a year and a half.
Uh-huh.
Year and a half.
year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close.
Good. Everyone want to chime in here? Year and a half?
Yeah.
At least you agree on things.
Wow.
Let's see. So now, how did everyone meet? You're all pretty close in age, and it's kind of neat. You got 2 guys and 2 girls in the band, which is kind of unusual. It's, you're probably the only band around that really has so many girls in your band.
Right.
2.
There's
Uh-huh.
a couple.
And so how did everyone meet? Have you been friends throughout high school, or
Jim and Jenny
Yeah.
know each other first.
Yeah, we knew
Yeah.
each other since like middle school, so
Oh.
that's quite a while. And then I met Kathy through an ad in the Metro Times.
Yeah.
every band I know, I think,
that-
has met through the Metro
Wow.
Times or the Jam Rag,
Right.
either the Metro
Yeah.
Times
It brings
or Jam
people
Rag.
together.
Good service.
Kind of one of those, well, not a dating newspaper, it'd be what?
But kind of close
Yeah.
to one.
You guys aren't dating, are you?
No.
No.
We don't care. Okay. So now how did, now where did you
Oh,
come from? You're the last, where'd you come from?
Yeah, Jim and I go to school together, and
Oh,
I saw
okay.
a sign pinned up on a board at school that said drummer wanted or something like that.
Just drummer
so
wanted,
yep,
you called.
So I just called him,
Uh-huh.
and
Did you have to
played.
audition for him, or he just said, okay, you're hired?
No, I guess you guys
I think we
auditioned a couple
auditioned
other.
about 20 people that same
Oh.
day.
Yeah.
We
Really?
had to wait upstairs for us to call you down. and
Took a
stuff.
number.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
No.
So now where did you hold auditions if you had 20 people?
We
Kathy's
really
house.
At Kathy's
Basement?
house. We didn't really have 20 people.
No.
not in one day.
Not in
Sorry,
one
exaggerate.
So,
So where do you guys practice at?
My basement.
Kathy's
Your
house.
basement. Your
Yeah.
family must love that.
We're a basement
yeah,
band.
they do.
Yeah.
They're big fans.
Yeah.
They dance for us at shows when we get up on stage. We
Kathy's
set up
dad's.
a cage for them to
Yeah,
dance.
he's an interpretive dancer.
So mom and dad cage dancing.
Yeah.
That's a new concept here. Let's see now. What kind of sounds? What would you say that you guys sound like when someone says, okay, where we're going to see you? Are we going to go see somebody who's like U2 or Nirvana?
I think we have a
Violent
lot.
Femmes.
Our sound's a lot lighter than a Nirvana type band.
Well, that's
Some-
kind of thrash. Nirvana.
Yeah, well, we border on that sometimes. We have, I don't know.
It's a wide variety.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's some of it's dancey and some of it's harder.
Yeah.
We definitely have like a
Weird.
folk dance, funk
Yeah,
influence or
that's
something.
it.
You know.
So
Folk
now,
thrash.
when you guys are playing a gig, are people in your audience kind of standing around, smiling and swaying, or are people actually dancing? You got dance music, or is it kind of like, let's sit down and listen to them?
No, I don't know.
It depends.
It depends.
I think it
Yeah.
depends on the person.
Some people dance,
Uh-huh.
some people sit and watch, and a lot of
Yeah.
people just kind of hang around in front of Jenny and stare for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, cute. Okay. So who has been some of your influences? Has anyone had any favorite artists that you've, kind of
Yeah.
molded yourself
A lot.
to a little bit?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot. Well, some of the covers we do, like that you can maybe like get an idea for a reference, are like REM. We do, and
The
well,
Lemon
Mary
Pipers.
Jane.
Yeah.
The Lemon Peppers?
Yeah,
Pipers.
Lemon
Pipers?
A big band from the '60s.
Jesus
The
and Mary
60s?
Jane.
Oh yeah, they're playing at some Lollapalooza too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, sold out. Yeah.
Just like
That's right.
that.
Yeah.
Even without us on the bill.
Those are really big concerts now. It's amazing how they're having these 5, 6, 7 bands together just playing. That kind of appeals because it just sells out like that.
Right.
You know, where tickets are normally the same price as if you're seeing, you know, your basic
1 or 2
opening band and
bands.
headlining, and you're getting to see 6 or 7 bands.
Yeah, and they usually have like a big atmosphere type thing, you know.
Brings a
hang out
lot
all
of different
day.
people together.
I can
That's for
imagine.
sure.
Yeah.
It's like the
Imagine.
Metro Times.
Yeah.
Brings people together. Let's see now, what kind of training? Now, Jenny, you're classical training, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so now you're over here, you know, so now how did everyone get started in music? Everyone always wants to know, how did you get started in music? Were you just a baby already banging on
I was.
pots and pans and
Were you really?
I was. I have pictures of me when I was 1 and 2 with 2 wooden spoons and a tub.
Wow.
And it was like meant to be since
how
then.
neat.
And I started actually taking
Uh-huh.
lessons in the 4th grade.
Now I was reading an intro or something. Now one of the girls, someone had told you to get into rock and roll music.
That's Jeff.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
Jen's
me.
brother.
Yeah, my brother bought me the bass.
Oh,
and
yeah?
a little practice amp. He
Oh.
said, no, you can be in a rock and roll band.
She is.
Yeah, I know I am.
That's great. Now what about you two? How did, you know,
I just took guitar lessons for a couple of years.
like when in high school or something?
Yeah, through a music store, musical
Uh-huh.
races.
Uh-huh. You just took off. And what about you?
Well, I started doing impersonations of like Neil Diamond and Neil Sedaka at an early age.
Impersonations? Can you
Well,
do one?
no. Only
Okay.
on my collar.
But you are going to change your name to Neil.
I am Neil Miller. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so just sort of like my friends and I used to like make fake guitars and stuff like that and pretend we're in a rock and roll band. And I guess that's pretty much still what I'm doing.
Just playing,
Pretending I'm a
pretending.
musician, so.
Okay. Let's see. So now we know what you guys have been doing, and so where's the last place have you guys have played?
Studio Lounge.
Studio Lounge?
Westland.
How'd that go?
It was okay.
Well, that's basically more of a rock bar. Well, they have the 89X night.
Right,
Right.
which is what we were part of.
Alternative.
Uh-huh.
Tuesday night,
Uh-huh.
trying to get the whole Wild West Side going as far as alternative music
Sure.
goes.
Yeah, it's
so.
kind of slow out on the west side there.
Yeah, it is. Not a whole lot
Yeah.
going on.
Well, that's
But-
good. That's a good place.
Yeah.
What other places have you guys played at?
3Ds in Royal Oak.
Finney's Pub in
Hey.
Detroit.
Cross Street Station, Ypsilanti.
Paychecks in Detroit.
Paychecks.
We played a lot of out-of-town gigs too.
Yeah.
Where?
Chicago.
Like where in
Um,
Chicago?
Phyllis's Musical Inn.
Lincoln Tap Room. Played up in Madison, Wisconsin,
Oh.
At the Willy Bear, a very nice vegetarian restaurant.
which is
Yes.
down
So,
the road.
Good
so
beans.
the Woolly Bear is a vegetarian restaurant?
Yeah.
It
Used to
It's
be.
closed.
Oh, well, with a name like Woolly Bear,
Yeah.
it's vegetarian. Doesn't sound too good. So now when you guys go play out of state, like Wisconsin, how do you guys get there? You guys got this big dilapidated van and you pack in there?
Nothing nearly so
Do you guys like
romantic.
fly first class? and-
Yeah.
We have my mom's minivan.
Jim's mom's minivan.
So
You
we
just.
just pack everything.
Well, it
in.
really sounds like fun. So now, obviously, all of you have got to get along. See, now that must be kind of strange, though, when you're touring or just trying to get to a far destination. You've got 2 guys and 2 girls. You know, don't you think things would be a little different than if it was just an all-male band? Well, you know how guys are, girls. You know, they're. I mean, do these 2
How
kind
are
of
we,
mind their
girls?
manners when they're around you?
Yeah.
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 Don't really think about it. I mean, we all get along.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of funny because it's never like been an issue.
No.
You know.
That's right.
That's really
We all like to
interesting.
really trash a hotel room really nicely.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's
we're
a
on
big
the same wavelength on that.
Parents don't watch it. Okay, let's see. Now, what was one of the worst experiences you guys had playing someplace? Like, did I know everyone has a story to tell. There has to be something that's just that happened.
The old Miami.
The old
possibly.
Miami.
What, we don't have to say the name of the place.
Oh.
Not
I was
somewhere.
just asking what was the worst
Somewhere
thing.
in the
What was
Catz
the worst thing that
corridor.
happened? What happened?
Rats run to the stage.
There were rats
There's
on
There was
the
a
stage.
toilet in the middle of the room.
Well, at least it wasn't in the middle of the stage.
It
So
smells
that's
really fragrant.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It was cold and they had these little gas heaters that just.
Uh-huh.
My brother was threatened by Stumpy. You're sitting on Stumpy's bar stool.
And who's Stumpy?
Just a regular.
Some kind of vet.
Yeah, and he was angry.
A veteran, I believe.
So, and what was one of the best experiences? What was the best place that you've played? You can
The
say
Woolly
where it was.
Yeah.
The Woolly
The
Bear?
Woolly Bear.
In Madison.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
Madison.
we got
Mhm.
yeah, great reception.
Yeah.
And we got
Everybody-
discounts on the food, so that
Oh,
was
Yeah,
that's
that
why
was
you
good.
liked it.
Yeah.
Did you get to eat
Everybody
before or
liked
after the show?
Before.
So they, well, that's great. At least they
They were
didn't wait
really
to see
nice.
if you were good or not, then say,
Right.
okay, here's your food. Let's see. So now you guys you have stacked, they're all over here. You have tapes, new tapes out. Let's hear,
New
tell me
tapes.
about them. What kind of songs are on here? Let's see. The name of the tape is called Ankles.
Yep.
Uh-huh. And by Confuse a Cat. Let's see. Latin Libra, Mellow Soul Breath, TV Boy.
Mm-hmm.
You had a write-up in the newspaper about that. Let the Bugs Crawl.
It's a new one.
It's an
What
environmental
kind of things do you guys write about? Who's the songwriters?
We all are.
We all pretty much
Oh,
chip
yeah?
in.
Good.
Jim does all the lyrics pretty much
Mhm.
by himself. Musically, I
Uh-huh.
think we all do our own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you basically, you know, by these titles, you'd go, oh my God, what could this possibly be about? But what, you know, what makes you guys sit down? Does someone, obviously someone comes up with an idea.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of
Is it basically like, kind of a, you know, words kind of idea, or do you first come up with the tunes and then you think of
Come
the
up
words to
with
it?
the
depends.
guitarist most of the time, I'd say.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Would come up first, and
Yeah.
then we kind of add everything on.
Mhm.
When we get ideas, Jim kind of puts vocals in there sometimes. Sometimes he leaves it for a while. I don't know. The titles don't mean
Anything.
anything.
So now
Pretty much.
are you basically the one that comes up with the, you know, the lyrics?
A lot of time, although we're
Yeah.
starting to, I mean, everybody's writing songs now, and we've been trying some, like, group efforts where we'll just, like, throw out lines together, you know,
Mhm.
and jam like that, so.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a very communal way of
Yeah.
songwriting.
We make a lot of lists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're really good at list making.
We spend most of our time making
Now,
lists.
speaking of lists, you have a
Yeah.
nice little list here of upcoming playdates, which we'll mention soon at the
Okay.
end of the show. Now, how often do you guys practice? Are you one of these 7-day-a-week practicers, or 1 day a week, or?
No.
Kind of in between.
Yeah.
Like
get
around
around.
3 or 4 or 5. Like, it really depends on, like,
Yeah.
what's coming up and things
Sure.
like that, you know,
Yeah.
so.
There's a gig coming up. We try to
Practice.
get
Yeah.
together before
That
that.
crazy practice thing.
Uh-huh. So where are these tapes available? How can people get a hold of your tapes?
Well, definitely at the shows, you can get
Mhm.
them.
Yes.
Are they free?
They're very
Do
reasonably
they,
priced.
what, $5?
$3 at the show, usually.
3 at the show.
You
And-
can't go wrong for a cassette. Sounds this great for $3.
Yeah, and you
Mhm.
can get a mail order through our record label, 360 Records, which you have the address for.
Okay, yeah, we'll show the address at the end of the show.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
they could order that. That's what, $5 for the cassette. That includes shipping,
Postage.
handling,
right,
postage.
and we'll write you a nice little letter.
Good.
We'll give you-
Speaking of
pictures.
other things that you have for sale,
Yeah,
uh-huh. What are the things that you have for sale? Socks?
socks.
Okay,
We
we're gonna have
socks
to get
for
back to
sale.
those socks because they're kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going to take a look at a clip of you guys playing someplace, and let's let everybody see how good you really are.
All right.
Okay? We'll be right back.
die. Over me, can't even move. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, welcome back to Offstage. That was a clip we just saw of Confuse the Cat. Confuse the Cat, you also have for sale these glow-in-the-dark glow-in-the-dark socks, and we're going to show you what that sock looks like.
As modeled by Jim.
Compliments of Jim's leg. And these socks glow in the dark, and what's the price of these socks?
$2.
Hey, what a deal!
It's a bargain you
What
get.
a deal!
And they glow in the dark.
Uh-huh.
Definitely.
Cool. Now, do both of them glow in the dark or just one?
Well, one is just black, so it doesn't
Uh-huh.
glow too well, unless
I
you have a purple light. But this one glows pretty doggone
Uh-huh.
well, so.
Okay, great. So we have glow in the dark socks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So can I move my leg now?
Can he move his leg now?
Thank you. Ah.
I just don't want the audience to think that was my hairy leg on the screen there.
Oh, don't be
That was
ashamed of your
Jim's
femininity.
leg. Jim's leg, not mine. Okay, guys. So let's see. So what kind of plans you guys have as a band? 10 years from now, what are you guys gonna be doing?
Playing guitar.
Is your ultimate goal
10
to
years
be a big band? Is that what you guys want to do?
I think we take it
I don't
day by
think
day,
so.
really.
Yeah, I don't think we have any grand plans for success, you know?
guys-
that
you
doesn't
guys-
sound so good, but
That sounds
we don't
just
want to be
fine.
successful.
I think what Jim means.
Well, sometimes that's the bands that get all the contracts, you
I
know,
think we're
because you
just
take
playing.
it easy and they go, oh my god, this band is really easy to work with. As opposed to these ego-struck, psychotic bands that,
Right.
you know,
Are any of us psychotic?
I'm a little
anybody
neurotic.
psychotic?
I'm
I'm just a little
neurotic.
neurotic, yes.
Neurotic?
Neurotic.
And our Dave's narcoleptic now, so.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's get into a little personal information here. Is anybody, you guys got boyfriends, girlfriends, anybody married? No wedding rings?
Nope.
You guys
No
got lots of
wedding
rings on, no
Nobody's
wedding
married.
rings. What else? Anybody have pets?
I've got a couple dogs
Dogs?
I have a rabbit, dwarf rabbit.
Uh-huh.
and
I had
raccoons.
a squirrel in my house the other day.
Was it your pet or was it just in
No,
your
it
house?
was
It was just a guess.
What about you? Anybody strange pets?
I have a sister.
Oh, Jim.
I don't think she'll like that. You guys got any, what do you guys do, now I know that music would be considered your hobby, but what, when you have other spare time, what kind of things do you like to do?
Spare time?
Spare time.
Come on, you gotta do something. You like to read? Do you guys like to watch MTV? What,
No.
No.
No?
None of us are big television watchers. I don't
Do you
think.
hang out at clubs?
I'm too young to hang out at clubs.
Really?
Sometimes though,
Yeah.
like to
Yeah.
definitely check out bands.
Now, do
see
you
what's
guys
going on
actually
scene.
hang out together after practice? Do you do things together?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
When it works out, I mean, we all have, different schedules
Yeah.
and stuff.
And we all live pretty far away.
Yeah.
Or
So,
kind of.
Yeah.
Pretty far
Each
away
other.
from
And
everybody.
we're all doing different things.
Mm-hmm.
School and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Who's in school?
I am
And I am.
Mm-hmm. Where are you going to school? Do you wanna,
We
you
both
can
go to
say it if you
Wayne
want.
State.
Wayne State.
Oh, where are you guys staying?
I'm an advertising design major right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim is.
Psychology major.
Psychology major.
Uh-huh.
What made you choose psychology?
I threw a dart at a dartboard and I landed on psychology. So
It's a good field. Good field. Uh-huh. Good. And you girls?
I work.
Uh-huh.
I work. I
Uh-huh.
kind of go to school
Uh-huh.
sometimes.
Full-time working, and then you guys are in school full-time, and
they
And,
support
uh,
us. So
Kathy does. Kathy.
Right.
yeah.
Kathy supports
Uh-huh.
you.
Kathy.
so you guys just basically work and go to school and practice, and work and go to school and practice and play. And
It's an
practice
ugly
and
life.
play.
And
And-
sleep a couple
We,
hours.
sometimes when we
Uh-huh.
get the time.
So now, how did you manage to get your family to let you guys practice in your basement?
We just practice at times when there's really no one home, so
Oh, yeah.
it just works out really
Yeah.
well.
Neighbors don't complain.
Haven't heard.
Uh-huh.
They haven't
been too
answered their
loud.
phone in a year and a
Uh-huh.
half.
So now, when you guys play these gigs at different places, do you like to? Obviously, you tell all your friends, "Come on out and see us." And
Mhm.
do you have really supportive families? Does your mom and dad like to go out and see? And
Occasionally.
yeah,
My parents would probably come to every gig if I let them.
really.
But
Well, that's
If
really
you let.
good.
sometimes,
Uh-huh.
it's too far away or something. But
Yeah.
they're really supportive. I think all our parents have been to at
least
least
a
one
couple,
show,
yeah.
or
Mhm.
two. So
Has it always
they
been
come
that
out
way
and
though?
see us.
When you were younger, weren't they? Were they really? What can I say? They were interested that you were interested in music, or were they kind of like, don't you want to do something else? A lot of times parents aren't too keen on the kids playing music.
Yeah.
For some reason, they just don't think that's a career. They're like,
Yeah.
why don't
No.
you go?
Well, mine were
No.
like, because I was in symphonies and stuff, and,
Right.
and they paid for like lessons, but
Uh-huh.
like as far as me making that a career, they really kind of pushed me away from it.
Well, that's a big change from classical music to, boom, mom and dad, I'm gonna be in a rock band. Well, honey, what about all the money we paid for your lessons?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, let's get a little information here that I wanted to quote. Let's see. You were voted the best local of the band names, Detroit Monthly. Jam Rag gave you really, really good reviews. Another article here in Current Magazine. You've got a really good, all I see here is just really good reviews. Or unless you didn't hand me
Well,
the bad ones.
We
You
have
only
another
clipped out the
sheet.
good
Yeah.
ones and gave them to me
We
here.
thought we gave them to you.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Jam Rag Night got quite a bit of article in here. Says they make you feel like you should be outside of the club, peeking at them through a window without them spotting you. They're not rating throwaway songs at all. And they give you a real good review, Jam Rag Night.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a article here. Now, you've got an article here that was in the Observant Eccentric.
Right.
You have this huge article all about you guys. How did you manage it? Did you know the writer or what?
Absolutely. Believe it or
No.
not, no. We just,
Uh-huh.
I think he
How did they
contacted
pick you
us.
to be in the? Did he hear your music somewhere? And
I think we sent him a tape.
yeah, we sent him a tape,
Oh,
and
yeah?
he just, for some
He went
reason,
nuts.
Uh-huh.
he said he couldn't sleep for days. Just, the phone was ringing off the hook. It was just.
Oh boy. Let's see. It says, "Confuse a cat doesn't leave any accessible trail." You mentioned words that you like. You like Bob Dylan.
Yes.
Elvis Costello.
Yeah.
Yes.
You too. See, so those are
Yeah,
influences, kind of influences. And then who was the one that got the bass and amp from your brother?
Me.
Uh-huh.
That's me.
Now, did you go for lessons or how did that work?
No, I just played it. I don't know. Well, I played like an upright bass and stuff. So.
Uh-huh. So now how did, I mean, did, like,
Yeah.
okay, now, you're the singer, Jim. Did you just, did you go for singing lessons? Did you, you
Well,
just
if you
grab
listen to
that
me
mic
sing,
and
you'll
just...
know that. Yeah, I just totally self-taught, and it shows. But everybody else sort of makes up for it with
Uh-huh.
talent and stuff. So.
Uh-huh. Okay, speaking of talent, we're going to, I'm going to say your play dates here. Confuse a Cat, Ankle Stomp Tour.
Yeah.
Could have to do with the name of the new cassette, Ankles. And you have another cassette, too, that was out before.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Confuse a Cat,
Happy Crash.
Happy
We
Crash.
have about
That
5 of those left.
That was our first.
5 of those left. Yeah, it was a good tape. This is the one that convinced me to get you guys on the show. I found this cover was kind of interesting. Instead of having a cover instead of having a cat on your cover, you have a clown on your cover. That's a tongue twister. What? Whose idea was this for a clown?
Yes.
We just took a lot of pictures. Like the way we do everything is just do a lot of it. And
We
then get
each do it on our own, and then we all get together, and then we have these big lists.
lots of lists.
And then we go through them, and then we make smaller lists until we finally narrow it down.
Teen Hero
Takes
down to
days.
1.
Yeah.
You didn't have any plans to put a cat on your...
No, we
That's
try
clever
to
now.
keep away from cats, really.
I'm just so
We like the name, but we don't
Yeah.
like the image. Maybe how to. Well, it's not that we don't like the image. It's just that we don't want to be thought of as a cat band or something. I
Yeah.
guess.
Just a clown band
A
instead,
clown
right?
band, right? Circus band.
No, they're not a circus band. Okay, all right, let's learn real quick. Confirm dates. Let's see. May 11th, Small Planet, East Lansing. May 25th, Club Soda in Kalamazoo. Good place. May 26th, Studio Lounge, Westland. May 29th at Alvin's in Detroit. Let's see, May 30th, Youngstown, Ohio at Cedars. Where's Youngstown, Ohio? How far is that from Lake
It's
Toledo?
over on like the Pennsylvania border.
Oh, so how long of a drive is it for somebody in Detroit that want to go see it?
About 4 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well worth the trip.
Yeah,
That's
we have a lot of
Okay,
people.
okay. You can drive with them to the.
There's
Yeah,
plenty of
we
room in the
did.
minivan.
Oh, yeah,
He's
lots of
in the
room.
van. We're just kidding. Let's see, July 6th at the patio in Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
How in the world did you book something in Indianapolis? You guys don't even have a manager, so
No.
you guys are good. See, you've got July 15th, Chin's in
Champaign, Illinois.
Champaign, Illinois. Where's Champaign, Illinois?
Southern part of the state.
Kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Between,
Southern, but in the middle.
yeah,
Yeah.
towards the
Kind of
side
towards the top,
and,
to the side. Okay.
south side.
Okay.
So.
Let's see, July 16th, Phyllis's Musical Inn in Chicago. Gosh, July 2nd, Griff's Grill, great place. It's in Pontiac. Let's see, for booking information, you can call 313-649-0469. At the end of the show, we'll also list their address that you can write to if you're interested in getting some of these cool glow-in-the-dark socks. I think I want to order myself a pair. And you can also order their cassette tapes, the brand new one that they have out. And if you guys have any last words you want to say, we're going to wrap it up.
Thank you.
Say hi to mom, dad, dogs,
Hi, everybody.
cats.
Hi,
Everybody.
he's a cat fan.
That's right.
Okay, I'm Michelle Wozniak, and thank you for joining Off Stage, and hope to see you again next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.